Hello, I'm Robin Greer, President of Catalyst Communications Technologies. For over 25 years, Catalyst has been providing solutions for dispatch, interoperability, and incident command. Today, I'm pleased to demonstrate our solution for interoperability, or more precisely, interworking between traditional land mobile radio and push-to-talk over cellular. And more specifically, we'll be looking at the standard compliant push-to-talk over cellular systems from AT&T, their FirstNet push-to-talk solution, and from Linc, their critical link communications system. Let's begin by looking at a diagram of the equipment that's included in this demonstration. On the left-hand side, you'll see at the top two donor radios. These make an RF connection into the radio system. The first one is this Kenwood mobile radio. It is a multi-protocol radio supporting P25, DMR, NXDN, and conventional. Below that is an L3 Harris multi-band radio. It supports P25, conventional, and EDAX. Third is the connection to a P25 trunking system using a wireline interface. That interface is the P25 standard called the console subsystem interface. In this case, we'll be demonstrating with an L3 Harris P25 trunking system. The bottom system is also trunking using the digital mobile radio standard. In this case, we are using a Tate system and connecting to it using the wireline applications interface standard. On the right side, you'll see two LTE systems. On the top is AT&T's FirstNet, and below that is the Linc critical link system. The glue that ties these together in the center is Catalyst IntelliLink. That provides the interoperability between all of these endpoints. Above it in the diagram is the Catalyst console propulsion. You don't have to have a Catalyst console to use our interworking solution, but it makes it a lot easier to see in the demonstration what's going on under the hood. Let's start on the left side of the user interface. You'll see these 5 rectangles. Each of those connects to the LMR systems that I described earlier. The first one is to the L3 Harris donor radio. Could be trunked, could be conventional. You'll see we get unit ID on that radio and the ability to select any channel, any talk group, any system that's programmed into that radio. Same thing is true with the Kenwood donor radio here. You'll see when I key it up, that radio keys up, it comes in, I get unit ID, I can select channels on both of these, I get emergency control scan, I have full control of those radios. The two middle rectangles are both on the L3 Harris P25 trunk system using that wireline interface, CSSI. And again, you'll see when I key up there, I get the unit ID of the particular radio that keys up. I can get emergency as well, and this can scale. I can have many P25 talk groups. And finally, the Tate system, again, unit ID coming through. I can have many talk groups on that system. On the right side is LTE, push-to-talk over cellular. So this is FirstNet built with AT&T, and specifically its FirstNet push-to-talk system using the 3GPP compliant standard. Same thing here when I key up a particular cell phone, and let me get this pulled back up here. I can key that phone up, and when I do, you see the unit ID of that phone. We can get emergency on it as well. These first two are talk groups. The third one is a private call and the ability to for the dispatcher to make those calls. Below I've got call history here. All of these resources come into a common call history, and so you'll see as I'm going through the demonstration, those calls come up time-stamped, and I know who the caller was and who they are calling to. And then on the right side, I've got a subscriber list, and you'll see that there's both FirstNet phones and Southern Linc phones in this common list. I can see all of the phones that are out there that I'm able to communicate with. Let me go back to the upper right-hand corner where I showed you the FirstNet push-to-talk resources. I've got a tab here just so that everything can be bigger, but I can switch to this other tab, and behind it and always active are also Southern Linc talk groups. And so similarly, when I key up a Southern Linc phone, I get the unit ID of that phone as well. These resources, the Southern Linc and FirstNet, could be simultaneously on the screen if I wanted to do that. I can create interoperability or interworking between LMR and LTE with the click of a button. And so when I just hit that one button, you'll see the patch indication for this P25 trunk system, and you'll see it for the FirstNet phone. So I'm routing audio between those devices. When I key up on the FirstNet push-to-talk phone, I get audio in that direction as well. Let's go back to the Southern Linc tab so you can see what's going on there. And what I'm going to do is create an ad hoc patch. This is totally flexible, and I'm going to use this L3 Harris donor radio. And again, I can select any channel, any talk group that's on that. And I've got patch 1, which is an ad hoc patch. It could be any of these resources that are here, but I've chosen these 2 resources. I activate it, and now I've got a patch going between Southern Linc and P25 conventional using a donor phone. And if you watch this call history, you'll see that comes up there. I've got the Southern Linc calls going up, even though I'm not displaying them on the screen. You see them in call history. I can simultaneously create interworking between these 2 different push-to-talk over cellular systems and 2 different LMR systems and manage all of that from one place. One of the distinguishing attributes of the Catalyst system is our ability to manage interworking at the network level. That is, our patches exist across the network, not within a single console or a single interoperability box. I have another tab here behind call history showing our patch management window. This shows me all of the patches that are available on the network. Some of these could be set up in advance for a snow plan or a car chase or the president coming to town, whatever that might be. But it also shows these ad hoc patches. A dispatch supervisor might have access to this window, or a technician to be able to manage interworking across the whole network, to understand who has patched what together and have the ability to come in and actually disable a patch. So I'm going to select this patch 1 here, and I'm going to deactivate it from this window as opposed to deactivating it from the console. That gives the dispatcher, the technician, the supervisor, whoever is managing interworking, to take that holistic view and to really control interworking and to manage those resources so that there's no interference or channels being tied up unnecessarily. Thank you for taking the time to learn about Catalyst's interworking solutions. I'd invite you to visit our website or give us a call. Thank you.